What do you want to prove with those swords?
I want to prove that I'm in charge here. Also, I would like to search for some valuable items. The feudal society and its enemies, from Annals of Mahakem's story. Okay, some orange. Thank you very much.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry. Godspeed!
Careful
Hey.
with those swords.
I am careful. I can draw them. Hey bro, what's up? Dwarven enhancement, dwarven axe, and dwarven hammer. Dwarven hammer, 720. Dwarven axe, 1020. The fuck? They're more efficient than my shovel. You've been riding a bike for like 2.5 hours? Good for you. Alright. Diagram, oil. Well, at least that we won't have to buy. Some horns. Rusty dagger. Light leather jacket and some horns.
Witcher!
What's up, Einar? No items here. Probably in your table something? Come on. 21 orange. The Temerian Special Forces. Now that should be an
What do you want to
interesting book.
prove with those swords? Welcome.
The gods have no love for your kind.
Hey, that wasn't called for. The Temerian Special Forces. The creation of those formations began. It turned out that the creation of these formations began. It turned out that shitty shield bearers are as good at fighting the mobile Scoia'tael units as a knight saddled on a pig. The first special forces were formed by King Demavend, and they were commanded by the infamous White Rayla. Their effectiveness went hand in hand with cruelty and ruthlessness in their battles with the squirrels, and their hatred to non-humans usually extended, mildly speaking, beyond professional spheres. Elves from the units had equally strong enmity towards them, and the clashes between the partisans and the special forces were always extremely brutal and bloody. Besides fighting the Scoia'tael, the Temerian special forces carried out a variety of other dangerous tasks, justly earning their reputation of effective professionals. Okay. Let's read something else. Dwarven enhancement, armor +2, armor enhancement, vitality +10. Well, that upgrade is better. I don't even know if I should put it in my Raven armor or wait for a better upgrade. Dwarves are one of the elder races. Stocky and bearded, with strongly built bodies and low voices, they are distinguished for their height, which is lower than human. Of simple and direct manners, they are sometimes seen as grumpy, unkind, and greedy. I have to stress that my own opinion of the dwarves is by no means similar to the latter part. I only cite it here to present the views of other people, even if they are dull-minded, hate-blinded buffoons. Mahakem is the dwarves' mountainous homeland, famed for its numerous mines, where precious stones and ores are mined. Many dwarves also live in human cities, for that race usually adapts to new neighbors easily, something that cannot be unfortunately said about a large part of humanity. Despite vexations, persecution, and even bloody pogroms, the coexistence with dwarves goes a lot better than with elves. Their flair for trade and craft makes them excellent merchants, bankers, smiths, and armorers. From the Annals of Mahakaman's story. The feudal society and its enemies. Scoia'tael is a name used by the rebels fighting for non-human freedom. In the common tongue it means squirrels. As some would have it, it is because of squirrel tails that adorn the rebels' caps, or from the forest board they had to survive on. Scoia'tael formed units over a score strong, consisting mainly of elves, yet sometimes dwarves and halflings joined too. During the last war against Nilfgaard, the Scoia'tael fought on the side of the Empire, making diversions and great damage beyond our lines. Despite the provisions of the Peace of Sintra, many did not disarm and continued to fight, especially when it turned out that Nilfgaard sacrificed them in the name of peace and gave the unit's leader to the Nordlings to be executed. Critical effects mutagen. Arrest warrant. Okay. Diagram oil. Okay. Necrophage skin, necrophage blood. Oh, nice. So we can cook our own oil. And we can use some oil on our shovel, which should increase its damage. For example, this Falca blood. Sword damage dealt. Well, this is not a sword. Last time I checked, it is not a sword. It can't even be classified as sword. Increases bleeding. Insectoid oil. To insectoids. Hangman's venom. Increases damage dealt to humans. Well, this is more useful for my shovel. Kill the berry. Nice description for a shovel. Or should I say shovel? Well balanced dagger, well balanced silver dagger, rusty well balanced dagger. Okay. Pickaxe. This weapon has definitely the most inflicted damage than any other weapon, which in fact is surprising. I think I know where we get this Mechakemen Rus Sihil, is that we found that a weapon, I mean sword, in the swamps, and this sword is what we found there. So therefore, this sword is practically migrated from the first game. Light leather jacket. Heavy leather trousers. I don't know what heliotrope sign duration +5 means. Damage bonus on signs, though. I don't know. Leather enhancement. Armor enhancement. I don't know how to get them out from my armor. Confederation. Yeah, we should take that. And saloon bombs too. Alright, I say first we don't need to run into buying his books, but we should first search all the houses, and then, only after that, we should buy any books or formulae. By the way, I thought that time does not go here, as in fact this indicator here is well, it means how much time is it, and actually it moves, but very slowly.
My prices stay as they are, and I'll not join your guild. Period.
I urge you to reconsider.
I don't give a shit about your guild. I'll not join that racket nor change my prices. My weapons are superior, and that's how I aim to keep it.
Shame. Please think it over. The guild helps and protects, and accidents do happen. Fires are common enough in smithies, and a broken arm can make it very difficult to forge weapons.
You threatening me, dipshit? Piss off! And don't come back, or I'll thrash you so hard, even your ploughing guild won't help you!
What the clown is that? Hello, Bethold, Candelaria.
Hey boss, look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy, work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Ah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So how can we help you, eh?
You can play dice.
Good luck, Witcher. So how can we help you, eh?
Let's play dice. One game. I mean, one win game. Best tactics so far, and holy shit, it works. Yeah. Can he craft a golden shovel? Good question. You win! No comments on that, my dwarf boy.
So how can we help you, eh?
Clover. Trap. Just shut your trap. We need Endriga Venom. Shit. Contains Kalu. Oil. Probably we can make it, but not right now, as we need formulae. Need oil and timber. Some dinero. Oil. Requires necrophage skin and necrophage blood. Okay. Superb leather trousers. Common rarity. Witcher's silver sword. What's that? Diamond dust? Silver ore. Holy shit. He has only iron ore. I think this is a quest to make a Witcher's silver sword. Though can make it, I still will cling to my Erendite, as it is a weapon of a true knight of the Murky Waters. Hey, I would like to see your shop.
So how can we help you, eh?
Diagram, blue meteorite ore. Silver ore, earth rune, moon rune, diamond dust. Diagram, earth rune. Fire rune. Jagged blade. Oh hell! 1925 damage. Holy shit. And this diagram is not very... it's not very expensive. Moon rune. Damage bonus on science plus 4. Red meteorite ore. Crafting components. Robust cutlass. 1421. God damn it! All these swords are better than my shovel. Robust short sword. Diagram sun rune. damage plus 5%. Fire Rune as well has damage plus 5, but also adds resistance to incineration and adds incineration effects on my blade. Advanced dagger. Oh, we can craft them! 2 iron ore and 1 timber. Hell! They have so much damage that actually might prove profitable, I think. Diagram, yellow meteorite. Isgith rune, damage plus 7%. Now that is even better than the fire rune. Silver ore. Oh, he has it! He has it! Come on. Silver plated sword. Silver sword. 816. Wait a bit. 816. My ass. 1017. Superb well balanced dagger. Hey, I want that diagram. Do you have it? No? You freak. Well balanced dagger. God damn it. 40 warrants for 1. Okay, we'll be back. First we need to enter each house and search for valuables. This clown has returned.
My prices stay as they are, and I'll not join your guild. Period.
I urge you to reconsider.
I don't give a shit about your guild. I'll not join that racket nor change my price.
That.
My weapons are superior.
Wanted dead or
and
alive,
that's
the
how I aim
elf
to
Yorwith,
keep it.
exceptional ruthless commander of units of Curiel. Okay.
The guild helps and protects, and accidents. Fires are common enough in smithies, and a broken arm can make it very difficult to forge weapons.
You threatening me, dipshit? Piss off. Or I'll thrash you so hard, even your plowing guild won't know.
Yeah, we have 2 level ups. I think we should use them. Figure regeneration while out of combat. Which is quite useless actually. Damage dealt by daggers plus 20%. Unlocks the ability to throw daggers. Well, that could prove very useful. But first we need more parrying. Figure regeneration during combat. Well, that is useful, actually. Even more than parrying. Alright, let's acquire this upgrade. Next level, Vigor +1. Oh! And even more, or the same regeneration, but I guess it's just another Vigor level. We can mutate it. Lesser strength mutagen, or armor +1, or critical effects mutagen. Why not? Mutagens. All right. Let's save it. And let's go. Okay, we should make we'll create a pattern of our scanning of the houses. Also, we must. Hey, do you sell anything except food? No? Thought so. Is this bordello?
Bloody grubs, I hope they rot in hell.
What is your shop about?
Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense mainly. For meditation, rejuvenation, cooking, making medicine, rituals, whatever you require.
Genarius. Diagram amethyst dust. Formula Brock. Maneuver forest, Tamil force filter. Ferga. Armor plus 20. Duration 10. Whirl. Increases damage dealt. 5 minutes duration. Ah, it's an oil. Okay. Hardened leather. Crafting component. Mandrake root. Robust cloth. Studded leather. Nice shop, I'd say. I hope we'll come back. We can sell you this, if you want it. Hey, he wants it. Resistance to bleeding plus 6%. Still don't need it. We've wasted sun. Alright, let's control this common thing. Whetstone. This is a nice thing. Is it craftable? If it is, I should craft some more. Master Strength, Mutagen. Why not? We need to unlock another ability and mutate our talent. Bark, bark. Junk. Wooden rung rope ladder. Well, we can save it for another time. Oh, it's raining, god damn it. Can I wait while it's raining at your shop? A matter of price. Craftsman shop in. Alright, we're right next to the inn. Police.
was that?
What is that?
Come on, nearly got him. Go on, a wee bit more. Change your grip. Humans know as much about art.
Hey, why can't you save? Talk, I can tell you want to.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation. They're always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demophen's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, Thessa. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Squirtle, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Loredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times. How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions. And I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roach's boys had an ounce of respect for me.
Thank you, Triss. Everything alright, boss? I can search for the horde.
What's going on, Geralt?
Oh, we can talk to him actually. Hey, I can change position. Come on. Come on, Dandelion, stop glitching, please.
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Jorvet's care, you'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Laredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among the common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Laredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley. A strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Laredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
So long, Roach.
Won't even wag my tongue.
Give me a passage, come on. Hey. Hey, Mila.
Who wants more beer?
At your service.
Hey, Zoltan.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tancerville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Show me those bull's bollocks, then.
Come on, Zoltan.
Your hands like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. They'll be surprised.
Okay. Thank you, Zoltan. It didn't give us any experience points though.
Do you know someone named Cedric?
Know him? We drank each other under the table last Saturday. I barely made it home.
Where do I find him?
Most times gazing at the forest from a tower near Lobendon. Strange bird, that one, but a heavyweight when it comes to drink.
Thanks.
Cedric lived in Lobendon, a village nestled up against Flotsam's walls. Humans paid him to keep the forest beasts away from their huts, so he spent most of his time on treetop platforms, gazing into the forest thicket. Well, that's some information. Okay. In addition to being a well-informed bookseller, Einar Gausel was also an accomplished barber. In discovering this, Geralt learned was the only person in Flotsam who would be able to do anything about his hair. If Lobendon knows humans had been organized as a community, the dwarf Einar Gausel would have been the closest thing to its leader. Though the Squire considered him a collaborator on a human leash, Einar tried to represent the new non-human minority as best as he could, even if that meant mediating between its members and the commandant. Furthermore, he ran something akin to a bookshop. Given its location in what was a complete backwater, his selection of titles was quite impressive. Fioravanti, a truly enterprising man. The merchant Fioravanti had found a niche that produced for him a decent income. Though his specialization was extremely narrow, this was the very key to his success, for the secret of commerce is to be the exclusive provider of a certain category of goods or services. Thus, Fioravanti was still in business despite his forced stopover in Flotsam. Gaspar. In Flotsam, Geralt bumped into a pair of strange scholars. The alchemist Gaspar was one of them. He and his colleague Farid tried to convince the Witcher to take part in a mysterious experiment on Witcher physiology. The study would only yield results many years down the road. Farid. In Flotsam, Geralt bumped into a pair of strange The alchemist Farid was one of them. He and his colleague Gaspar tried to convince... Okay, we already read that. Sheila's presence also turned out to be a lucrative opportunity for Zoltan, however odd that might sound. The dwarf cut gems for her magical apparatus.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I know.
We made it. We made it through a door.
As I stood and stood by her
What's in here?
to show her vicious inclination.
Yeah, we already searched that.
She gave her noblest part.
It's this guy, Dietl.
Where are you? Freak.
Okay. I thought you were asleep.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Punches lights out!
What? Ah, forgot. Dwarven Axe. I tend to keep to this sword for now. Also, it looks like additional weapon. Though, so probably that is why we kill those bastards so, well, so slowly. I don't know. Yeah, you see, this sword is additional weapon, and this sword is steel sword. We used that back in the first chapter. Sahil is legend. Yeah, you're right. I think that it was transformed from the sword we had back in the first game. We have two diagrams now. Great. I don't think we need these superb leather trousers. Although I don't entirely understand what our trousers give us. I mean, the first property, I don't even know what that is. Definitely don't need this ladder. And even I also want to know if this inscription here means that we do additional damage to humans, and does this deal additional damage to humans or not? We need to compare somehow. Probably next battle against humans or non-humans, and just compare via loading.
Punches lights out! Punches lights out!
As I Sister Nan stood by her child.
Okay, let's go and search the houses.
At your service.
Geralt, at yours.
I can't believe my own eyes!
You like to see me? Fuck off. No, it's not raining right now, so we can attend to our house scanning business. Margaret, who are you?
Praise the goddess.
Yeah, let's start from this part. I mean, well, this is where this leader of this town sits, so let's start from these houses, right from these ones.
Praise the goddess.
What? Smart ass, eh? Greetings.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey there, Witcher!
Hey.
Are you Geralt of Rivia, sir?
Who's asking?
Thank you, Master, for what you did outside La Valette Castle.
Our family would have perished if not for you. Please accept this modest gift.
I can't accept this.
But...
Give my regards to your relatives.
When fate plays tricks on the Witcher, these tricks are usually unpleasant. How surprised then was Geralt when a family of burghers, saved from the soldiers at the La Valette castle, found him in Flotsam. Geralt accepted their thanks, but did not accept their money. He always reminisced fondly about that event. We didn't receive any experience points.
Witcher Geralt? Known also as the White Wolf?
Am I that hard to distinguish from the locals?
Taller warned me you'd be catty.
Taller sent you?
Indeed. I'm on business here, so he insisted I give you a message and a package.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roach in every ploughing thing, because though he's a prick, he's also a patriot. Vultures already circle Foltest's corpse, but I'll manage. Get the sons of bitches and keep your head cool. P.S. You really fucked up at the castle.
Okay, Teller, as usual.
Give me the package.
Take it. It's a weight off my mind, I tell you. I wouldn't make much of an agent. All that secrecy and nerves and cursing, not my style. Good luck to you. I'm off to tend to my matters.
Good luck.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roach in every ploughing thing, because though he's a prick, he's also a patriot. Vultures already circle Foltest's corpse, but I'll manage. Get the sons of bitches and keep your head cool. P.S. You really fucked up at the castle.
I'm glad we found...
Godspeed. Give my best to Taller.
Oh, I will.
Bloomberg. Harbor. Oh, we can check out these houses.
What was that?
I don't know what was there. It's getting dark.
What was that?
You
Disperse! Go home!
Working my arse off like a stagecoach.
What was that?
I wouldn't sleep with you for all the gold in Temeria.
Well, I didn't ask for that.
Greetings.
Greetings. What? I thought he unsheathed his sword. Who's that? Toll collector's house. Who are you? Dainty.
Ever seen the river monster, the Karen?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
What does that mean?
Are you the kind that scares easily? You don't know a thing.
Leave me alone, will you?
Ever seen the river monster, the Karen?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
Are you the kind that scares easily?
Huge beast. Stirs the water with its tentacles like a water wheel. Dead fish all around it. Must be venomous.
Thank you. Hey. Now that's what I'm talking about. Some horns, robust cloth, hardened leather, and blue meteorite. And even some iron ore. Oh, we can get up. And some items are there. Selling. Hey, it was still a descent. I got up even higher. Nice balcony. Nice view. No, not that ladder, damn it. Oh, can we search this ship? I like that we can walk here. It makes it even more ambient, even more atmospheric, if you know what I mean.
Hello. Greetings.
What up?
I don't know anything else.
Okay, okay. That didn't give us any experience points either.
Good day.
It's evening, but okay.
an offer for you.
Offer.
Greetings, white-haired one. I could do with your help. You see, I'm looking for a certain formula.
I'm no herbalist.
I know who you are. I'll be straight. Find the formula and you'll earn a sizable pouch of orans.
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
The formula is in the hands of a certain shopkeeper.
Can't go and see him yourself?
He deals in incense. One type is particularly popular. I think what he sells is harmful, yet I need the formula to prove it. The scoundrel knows that and is very cautious. Yet I assume you, as a witcher, have your ways?
I'll see what I can do.
Do you like the scent of incense? Then listen, Geralt met a scholar at the harbor. The man claimed that one of the local shopkeepers sold incense producing poisonous smoke. He could not prove the murderous trade without producing a recipe for the incense. Geralt promised to get the man a recipe for a tidy sum of orans. I don't know. The scholar is not here at all. And I think that this particular quest is somewhat doubtful. So let's load and... shit, it's autosave. Yeah, not a trustworthy voice. And also, this task is too suspicious for my taste. It's like he wants to... It's like he probably... can we interrogate him further?
How did it go? Did you get the formula?
I'm working on it.
It's like this guy wants to frame one of the traders for nothing. Fuck off! Fuck off!
You free?
No, working my arse off like a stagecoach.
What's in here? This door doesn't open.
Lads, I was thinking. About what, new boy? Maybe we ought to try some honest work from time to time. New boy, my friend will now tell you something very important.
Listen carefully and take it to heart.
Yeah, what?
Never, ever say that again.
Bunch of thugs, are you?
Going
now?
somewhere, friend. Bloody hell.
Greetings.
Lads, listen up. What is it now? Am I always going to be new boy?
No, just till a new boy joins us.
And what will my nick be then? Dark Apostle, Harbinger of Anguish.
What's in here? It opens. Hey. I want to open the door. Come on. It switches to the torch. It's unfair. Some boxes. Hey, where did the music go? Stay calm, doggy. I'm just searching this stuff.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your leg.
What did he say?
He said there's a third option. Then his hand inched towards his knife.
What then?
He got a bolt in the back. Too bad he turned out to be poor.
The poor ones are always up at him.
Who are you?
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
A contract like that requires preparations. Costly preparations.
You want an advance? I've but a handful of orens now, though it should buy you plenty of drink and a few hours of ploughing.
I was thinking of the potions we'll need. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
No.
Welcome.
Hey. Let's talk to him again. There are some other options. We need to discuss them with him. Hey, don't go.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Double the fee, and I mean.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest!
Well, that's not very honest option, actually. From his side, he already, put a bounty on the Karen, so I'd say it's unfair to...
The sorceress might not know the going rates, but I'm a witcher. If she finds out you tried to cheat her, you'll have more than the Karen to fear.
Enough. Your meaning's clear. I shall add some gold, but the reward will not double under any circumstances.
A contract like that requires preparations. Costly preparations.
You want an advance? I've but a handful of orens now, though it should buy you plenty of drink and a few hours of ploughing.
I was thinking of the potions we'll need. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
I don't think that it's a good choice for Geralt to ask more reward, as this guy already placed the reward on the monster's head. So to me it looks like
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
not a fair deal.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Have it your way. But if the sorceress fails, you'll be stuck here with your goods till winter. Your losses would be far higher than the cost of hiring me. See you.
Wait a minute there. No need to get cross. Time is coin. I understand that very well. If your participation will expedite the matter, so be it. We'll add 2 fistfuls of orens, though our pouches will be empty.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast. Where can I...
Now...
I don't like this conversation at all. Geralt is a knight of Murky Waters. He is not some low scoundrel that begs for more money on his contract. Seems unfair to me.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at your crate. It contains something of value. And still
What?
contains...
Damn it! What are you looking at?
I need the contents of other crate. This is your with. I go there, that way. Will there be any monsters? Sort of strength. What's in here? I guess that's the second contract. Let's go and do some reconnaissance. Yeah, this is the second contract. Hello.
Shit, you stink.
Wow. That was painful, actually. Alright. First we need... but hey, we already took this contract. So we can fulfill it, actually. The Necker contract, yeah. Okay, let's go. So actually we can handle them. As usual, first the side quest, then everything else next. Police. Shit. And if I don't want to launch it, damn it. There should be some button to confirm that I want to shoot it. What's that? What's that?
Take that.
Not fair! That was shit, actually. Also, I still think that we should first search all the houses and then take on this contract. And also, we should probably buy some books, because I believe that this egg-looking thing was some object that we couldn't just collect.
Good day.
Because probably we didn't have any knowledge for that.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
What did he say?
He said there's a third option. That his hand inched towards his knife.
What then?
He got a bolt in the back.
Splendid. I think we were in this house already. Yeah, we were here. Hello.
I wouldn't want a donut about now.
Donut. Okay. Can I help you, pal?
That prick Laredo turned his nose.
Small human district. Some crates in the trunk. Miranda. Mm-hmm. Not very talkative, are you? Alright, I'll leave. What's that? Something appears, but I don't know why. Ah, it's loading screen. Okay. So we were in this house. Yeah. Now about this one. Some timber. More timber. How about this sack? Why can't I search it? Hello, kitty.
Welcome.
I think he steps like this heavily on purpose while walking. These are the city gates. Let me search these houses. Let's take on this one. Hello. The supplies are here. Twine. Iron ore with oil. Oh hey. Yet another shovel. This shovel is better than ours. Upgraded shovel. Thank you very much for upgraded version of our shovel. Will there be any better versions of this weapon during the game? No, that is what I really want to know. What happens? Stuck straight to the right. Just glitched. Okay, shit happens. Now that will crash our system. Look how we search these houses. Okay, the sound is somewhat strange. Magic and power. Here's this clown of the guild. Why do we need any job if we can just enter any house and search for orens? Sorcerer is the name customarily applied to male persons capable of commanding the power, though it is but one of the many terms or phrases, most of them highly unflattering, to have been used over the ages. These terms have ranged from the rather respectful title of Wise One to somewhat less specific, Bloody Son of a Bitch, the plague take him. As for women of this persuasion, that is, sorceresses, they have been called everything from archmisters to a colloquial expression I will not repeat out of regard for the language and respect for the female gender. The command of the power these mages possess sets them above mere mortals, which can be good or bad. From the dawn of time, history remembers mages either as pure intentioned and courageous heroes, or as rogues, bereft of reverence and faith. Human memory tends to remember the latter for longer, which may be why common folk mostly hold people of this profession in contempt. What's in here? Nothing? Okay, it's probably some armory, but I don't have an access to it.
The gods have no love for your kind.
Yes.
The gods have no love for your kind.
They're still here. Okay. We'll be back after we finish with other houses. Wait a bit. Okay, I'm here. So we search these 3 houses. Nice start. They closed their shops, and that is very realistic, I'd say. We can go there also, but first we need to finish with the harbor section of this town. Hello.
I wouldn't want to done that about now.
Well, can't help you with that, so keep it up. I guess that is the exit to the other... Oh, he's here. The exit to the other part of town. So... this is the inn. This is some shop. Okay, we need to search these houses and these houses.
The boys pull punching tricks, that's how they get.
What's up, doggy? Funny noise. Hello. Where's the kitty? Oh, here you are. I can pet her. Oh, pet it. Shit. They're glitching. Here are those boys. Okay, what's in this house? Scan the area. Search for Warrens. Hello. Warrens. Cornelius.
Don't know that I've the strength to work today.
Greetings.
Greetings. Sorry for interruption, I just wanted to take a few words and leave. Yeah. Only one house left to be searched. This one. Nice. Amadeus Miller. Nice. So many ingredients are in here. And something is in the truck. Leather, cloth, and wolfsbane. Nice. There's something in this wardrobe. Some more 3 horns. Thank you, Miller.
Oh, welcome! Oh, welcome!
Voice is in our head. It is indicated that this is the shop.
We know.
Careful with those swords.
Ah, of course. You're the merchant.
Left for us here. There, we'll have a new life.
Okay. Let's go search for... Let's go search other parts of town. Locked. How is that possible? Is that even legal? Yeah, Doggy supports me. Steady on. Some nice mushrooms. Attention, monsters.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Well, that will advance to our main quest, and first we need to finish with our side quests. Yeah. Wow, well now that's the damage. Well, just train, good sir. And it gave us some experience points, 2 to be exact. Nice reaction.
Watch it, Witcher.
What's in there? I knew I missed something. The Realm of the Nordlings. Well, we read that book. 32 orange.
Hey there.
Hello. Another shovel. Let's see its stats.
I wouldn't want a donut about now.
1014. It's even better than ours. Each shovel we find is better than the previous. Probably we'll find an ultimate shovel.
Hey there.
Hello. The one shovel that conquers them all.
What's it to me?
I don't know. To me it's some orange. Horns, brew. Additional weapon. Useful for cleaning up after a brawl. Rusty dagger, well balanced dagger, heavy leather trousers, and horns. Well, we can find a fight with our shovel for some time, but I guess we can leave it to another walkthrough of this game. The one where we...
You fucker! Sword stays sheathed, understood?
Sorry, wrong button.
Welcome.
Hey, I just wanted to train with your dummies. Scoop. We have dummies here after all. Let's compare our damage. I'm scared by digging too.
Just don't try anything.
Hey, what the fuck? Wow. Shit. You attacked their property, now you die.
I know your kind. Welcome.
Okay, let's go to the library and see if we can learn more about our monsters.
The gods have no love for your kind.
Fuck off, man. I'm seeking for knowledge.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Hey. I want to wear my hair elven style. Dwarven braid. Single braid in the back. I don't think so.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Books in Flotsam? I wouldn't have thought it a profitable enterprise.
Hey, many foreigners come through here. Sometimes they buy books, sometimes they have tomes to sell. Yesterday, for example, Lady Sheila de Tanseville purchased items for a sum equal to my yearly dealings.
Did she buy anything interesting?
De Vermis Mysteries, the Exeter Treatise, complete and unabridged, plus a very expensive volume I'd rather not mention. I should add, as generosity must be praised, that she made a donation to the community, specifically to the Fund for Widows and Orphans.
Now, that is good for her.
The non-humans in Flotsam are organized?
We aren't, but we aid each other as best we can. I mainly collect taxes and announce the Commandant's dispositions.
That'd make you a prime target for Yorvith.
You're correct on that account. He's warned me many times, and I've explained the need for my function to him just as many. Both in vain. It seems we've agreed to disagree. Well, the sword is his calling, the pen is mine. Hence, no meeting of the minds. It wasn't always this hard. Turned sour when several elven lassies disappeared. We lost our trust in the humans, and the Scoia'tael ceased trusting us.
Did they turn up, the women?
No. I believe Neckers killed them. I remember Morrill of the White Hands. She and her lover made a beautiful pair.
Shit. I'm so sorry.
Godspeed!
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
He told me that he don't want to play with me anymore. Yet he's not playing. Just like that. Okay, what does he have? Well, he has better hand than I am, but he can still win. What's that? This shit. Right, let's buy some books. But stop it right there. First we need to collect all books we have to compare our collections and don't buy something that we don't need. So first we need to collect our stuff. Hello, pals. Bros. Who's that? Hero. Metro. Actually, armor wrestling is a far more quick solution to obtain more money. Axe, additional weapon. Let's save it. War on Axe. Just a huge spoon. Oh shit. Oh my god! I just took a scoop.
What a clod! Wanna dance, Ted? Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Let's try to beat some guards with a spoon.
Why me?
Oh wow! Hey, I can't beat him. Hey, what the fuck?
behave yourself.
This weapon is awesome.
Look at him, Corporal, sir. Got remorse on his face, he does. Seems eager to make amends for his crime and become a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, that's true. My hand must have slipped.
Listen well, you lout. I don't believe you for a minute. But you'll escape the Reaper this one last time, provided you pay a fine here and now, to be remitted promptly to the Fund for Widows and Orphans, of course. Pay or die. Your choice.
Nothing doing.
Kill the bastard!
Hey, what the fuck? There were no fucking bitches there. And they don't have a crossbows. This isn't fair.
Punches lights out!
So you can kill with a spoon. Yeah, I can. What does that mean?
Left hook! Watch out!
Ah, that meant that we already had this book. Okay.
Ah, my idol's coming!
Okay, I guess we should take this game normally and do something like this. After all, we're a serious Witcher.
Welcome.
Want some?
The gods have no love for your kind.
Welcome.
The gods have no love for your kind.
The guy is asleep. Come on.
Mind if I
What?
have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
It looks like this option is still available. Alright. Why not? Oh wow. Actually, we have a better hand right now. Alright, full house. You win!
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Okay, now we have a full list of what we have and what we don't have. Drowners, a textbook for initiates of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Let's buy it. The Art of Magic. Now we have Magic and Power. A book, The Art of Magic. Book contains basic information on the nature of magic. Book contains all available knowledge on drowners. Nice one. The Grand Triple. Describes the cult of Meletele. Triple. The Horrors of War. Rot Fiends. Contains all available knowledge on Rot Fiends. The Kairan, a monograph. Book contains all available knowledge about Kairans. Pontar Valley. Focuses on the land in the Pontar Valley. The Temerian Dynasty, Royal Dynasty. Contains information on Foltest's daughter. 3 years among the Endregas. Contains all available knowledge on Endregas. Wraths, Fear and Trembling. Contains all available knowledge on Wraths. Okay. Thank you very much. Wraths are not, as some claim, the outward manifestations of an inner fear. They are visible, tangible, and dangerous on top of that. According to the teachings of priests, those who died suddenly without completing their tasks in this vale of tears become such specters. Wraiths have their own aims. Sometimes they remain unaware of them, but more often than not, they pursue their calling without the slightest regard for their living. Endregas are forest creatures that resemble arachnids. They are especially fond of food plains, as moisture and tall grass suit them. Longer than they are tall, they move about on all fours and are extremely difficult to spot as they lie motionless, awaiting their prey. Like Kikimors, Endregas are divided into castes, and with warriors being most numerous, guards being less common, and queens being a real rarity. These monsters, like arachnids, hatch from eggs. Impregnated queens lay the eggs in cocoons which hang from trees in areas known as nests. The lesser creatures zealously guard their queen, as colonies depend on them for survival. The queens themselves remain hidden, caring little for what happens to the other adult specimens. However, when their nest is threatened, they emerge swiftly and fight ferociously. Thus, to exterminate an Endrega colony, one must set fire to its cocoons to draw out and kill the queen. King Foltest's daughter, cursed in her mother's womb, entered the world as a stillborn beast. Interred, she continued to grow until she rose from the grave as a horrifying Striga. The jack-toothed princess long terrorized Vizima until Geralt freed her of the dark spell. Years later, Edda once more succumbed to the curse, and the Witcher again faced the Striga. This time, however, politics were at play. The Order of the Flaming Rose brought on the reversion in a bid to breed chaos in Vizima and overthrow King Foltest. If you have but a morsel of geographical knowledge, one glance at a map is enough to know why the Pontar Valley is strategically important. It is here that the borders of Temeria, Redania, Kaedwen, and Eödern meet. It is the valley that physically marks these frontiers. They say that he controls the Pontar Valley controls the north. So it is no wonder that the cited realms have clashed here more than once. Blood has often mingled with the waters of the Pontar, though the reasons for this have varied. Wars waged by nobles in pursuit of political interests and merchants seeking trade privileges have been intermingled with riots and massacres, elven uprisings, and the revolts of frontier barons. All these have been garnished with the occasional peasant rebellion, and even an event that forces often quarreling factions to unite and crush plebeian mobs drunk on blood and carnage. The Karen, a monograph. The Karen stands apart among all creatures, large and small, beautiful and horrible. It is unique, unlike any other being. Doubtless, it is a post-conjunction creature that appeared in our reality, in the time when the worlds intermingled. It made its home in the waters of the Pontar, where it lives to this day. Of the ages, the chronicles mention several instances of the Karen appearances on the river's surface in various places. There is no certainty if these mentions apply to one and the same creature slowly moving up or down river, or to the original creature's progeny seen here and there. Given that they are necrophages, rot fiends feed on carrion and human corpses, but this does not mean they do not attack the living. They appear on battlefields, near cities afflicted by plague, or around villages touched by famine. See a rot fiend, you can be sure that there are many more in the area. They appear of sudden and disappear even more quickly if threatened, so exterminating them is difficult. Trapping rot fiends makes little or no sense. Instead, they are best dealt with by cutting off their food supply, that is, burning all corpses in the area. Corpses must be incinerated rather than buried, for rot fiends are avid and skillful diggers. Without sustenance, the beasts will leave in search of new feeding grounds. The Grand Triple. Great Melitele is, among others, the patron of love, marriage, fertility, nature, and abundance. Her cult came to be through the blending of those beliefs many different races and cultures held about these aspects of life. Melitele's popularity never waned, and the phenomena is explained in various ways. I think the causes are prosaic myself. The cult of Melitele is a predominantly woman cult, and the goddess is, among others, the protector of women in childbirth. A delivering woman was to scream, and apart from the usual yells and empty promises that she will never give herself to another mangy man again, the woman has to call some deity for help, and Melitele fits the bill perfectly. Because women were and will be delivering, the goddess Melitele does not have to worry about a lowering of the number of worshippers. The power the sorceress can command is commonly called magic. In the opinion of a certain sorceress I am acquainted with, magic is chaos, and art and a science, a curse, a blessing, and progress. However poetic it may sound, it is hard to find a better simile. Everything depends on the person that uses that power, of course. Still, it is a fact that it can be used to achieve things not possible to normal humans. The Witcher's signs are also a form of magic, but sorcerers look at them with disdain, since they cannot be compared to the forces the sorcerers themselves command. Without magic, our world would certainly be less interesting, and many beautiful things would be forgotten. Sometimes drowned men return as monsters to haunt the living. Tormented by their own deaths, they seek to murder others. They prefer to draw their prey underwater. As their victims drown, they tear them into shreds and consume them like soggy biscuits. Such creatures are called drowners. They are numerous on the banks of the Pontar, as this large river, with regular shipping and riverside villages, provides them with ample sustenance. Okay, I guess we finished all the books this guy had. The Art of Magic. Hendrigas, wait a bit. Endurgas were multiplying in the Flotsam area. The monsters had become such a scourge that Bernardo Loredo, though stingy by nature, posted a bounty for their extermination. The Witcher accepted the job and decided that a little theoretical preparation might pay off. Reading about the Endurgas habits would be worth it. Endurgas are very similar to butterflies, except that they are ugly, cannot fly, and would choke on cabbage. Alright, maybe they're like butterflies, but they do weave cocoons. The Witcher learned that destroying these cocoons would draw at the Endurga queens, and their death would mean the end of the swarm. I just read that, well, this quest description, and then I read your message that says, so you can kill with a spoon. Yeah, the queen of Endurga should be killed with a spoon.
I've conveyed what I was to convey. Now leave me be, please.
Hey.
Lads, I was thinking. About what, new boy? Maybe we ought to try some honest work from time to time. New boy, my friend will now tell you something very important.
Listen carefully and take it to heart.
Yeah, what?
Never, ever say that again.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
What did he say?
By the way, do you remember that that other merchant? Did he has any? Did he had any? No, herbs. Did he had any other books? Because he's asleep, and at his house he doesn't want to trade with me. Where does this road lead? I know that that's where we started our journey near Flotsam. Oh, they're still here. Circle of life. You don't remember? Okay. I don't remember either. So... So I guess everything is okay, and we'll just go to kill some neckers. Okay, now we have 2 buffs. Why can't we interact with it?
Shit, you stink.
I didn't set him on fire. Come on. Get out there. I can't cancel the attack. Oh, goddamn. And they just run away. Right at the moment when I want to throw a dagger.
Come on!
Necker eyes, Necker heart. Oh wow. Warrior Necker blood. Necker claws, Necker teeth. Hardened leather from some words. Diagram, oil. Another diagram of this sort. I don't know. Master Vitality Mutagen. Nice. This is a large cave.
Guess they'll never learn.
Where the hell are they coming from? More supplies. Wow. Hey. Silver ore. We are here, so let's search the ground floor as to say. Okay, this is the exit. Okay. Now we know that this segment here we already checked out. What's in here? Yeah, that leads to the place where we were. Right. Let's go further in. Are these the bounty hunters such as Geralt? Ladder. Okay. How to destroy all the entrances? Where are these nests anyway? Do they mean these are nests? Alright, let's try that. Shit. Do we need some kind of explosives for that? Frankly, I don't have any idea what to do here. Probably we should do something here. Let's try that. Yeah, it did nothing. Burn the Necker's nest? I don't know. Destroy all the entrances to the Necker nest. Well, alright. Well, we've cleared it, but it's not enough. Well, we made a pretty nice hunt, but I don't know what to do here. Maybe we should try some other bomb. Wiki says we have to craft grape shot bombs. Oh shit. Alright.
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking this stuff if the port's still blocked?
For practice. Just keep stacking. The Witcher will soon kill the beast and will set off immediately.
Thelonious.
Yes.
What fiend? What Rotfiends are, everyone can see. Even seeing them is not necessary, as hearing them, their name should be enough to tell anyone what creatures might bear this unpleasant title. The creatures multiplied after the last Northern War, and today plague wilderness villages and forest settlements. Was there any pointing at this in the books, maybe? I don't know. I'm looking for it, actually. Sometimes the drowned man returns to the monster to haunt the living. Tormented with his death, he murders his victims. He prefers to draw them beneath the water surface, tearing the drowning victims to shreds with sharp claws and eat them like a wet biscuit. Such creatures is called the drowner. They are quite often found on the banks of the Pontor, since the huge river with regular shipping and riverside villages provide them with ample sustenance. I guess we already read all that. Dragon. Andrew the Hyde reinforcements. Harpy trap. Oil. Dancing Star. Creatures rarely use fire in combat, as it conjures up shadows that can be disorienting during a fight. However, when facing hordes of monsters, they often set aside finesse in favor of using weapons of mass destruction. The Dancing Star, a bomb that bursts flames, is one of such weapons. This bomb is especially effective against creatures that attack in swarms and are vulnerable to fire. It can also be used to ignite the cloud of gas produced by the Dragon's Dream bomb. Dragon's Dream. Members of certain Dracanian religious sects claim that Dragon's Dream bombs are filled with visions of all-consuming destructive fire, from whence the bomb's name. On detonation, the bomb releases a cloud of gas that ignites violently when exposed to an open flame. Clouds from multiple Dragon's Dreams can ignite one another in a chain reaction that incinerates creatures spread out over a large area. To use them on those nests. Well, so far I don't have any clue about that. Dwarves are one of the elder races, stocky and bearded, strong and built bodies. Yeah, we already read that. This too. That.
No offence, but you're scaring my customers away.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household? Youngster screaming in the daytime, the old man moaning at night.
And how do you find country? Was it
You
bad?
look pale.
Marrying
Eat
a
something.
Greetings.
Punch his lights out, freak!
So how's it going, dear?
Youngster screaming in the daytime, the old man moaning at night.
The gods have no love for your kind.
So how can we help you, eh?
Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense mainly. For meditation, rejuvenation, cooking, making medicine, rituals, whatever you require.
So no one sell me this diagram. We can make a dragon's dream. Interesting. Can we try that? Explodes with fire. Explodes. I saw no indication in books that we need which bomb we should produce. Let's try some. Right. Take two.
Disperse! Go home!
What's in these crates, boss?
King Vridank's treasures.
Well, we have bombs now, we need a proper position for them. And frankly, I don't know. Which should that be? This is just blood. And I'm no engineering expert to conduct such jobs. And jump down. I have some ideas, but they could prove wrong. By the way, who has created this culture? Please don't say. This also could be just a mine, which might mean that from here we can't do anything. Alright, let's launch some. Nothing happened. I don't suppose that this is the next. Hey. Yeah. Probably we headed to the wrong site and this is just a mine. So probably their nest is at some other place. Okay. Let's go outside then.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household? Youngster screaming in daytime, the old man.
Well, I don't know, but Shovel covered these things faster.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
The merchants are paying good money for killing the beast.
Coin is never the most important thing.
Maybe, but it's still pretty useful.
I don't trust her.
Sheila? Why not?
She's a powerful sorceress. Dangerous to her foes, even more dangerous to her friends.
I know you don't like her. Any specific reason?
I'm just trying to warn you.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to ask her.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Pardon me? Actually, I didn't want to go to see Cedric, but okay.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now. Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let others' Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafael.
Vafael.
And that's the point where Geralt moves in.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
Cedric lived in Lobenden, a village nestled up against flotsam walls. Humans paid him to keep the forest beasts away from their huts, so he spent most of his time on treetop platforms gazing into forest thicket. The Witcher found the elf and questioned him about the monster. learned that a poisonous mucus covered the beast, so that a single touch of its tentacle could fell a towering man. Geralt decided he needed an antidote, but to make this, he would first need a sample of the mucus, so he embarked on an expedition to the monster's lair, and Triss joined him. Hey, what's this? Portal to hell?
You'll find me by the boat.
Sheesh, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
Where's Cedric? Is that him? Where are you going? Listen, pal. Where the fuck are you going?
Going somewhere, friend.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercey locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying.
Do you like ghost stories? You're going to hear a lot of them. Ghosts appear for the first time in the story of Flotsam, in a house standing in the depths of the forest. But let us start at the very beginning. It all began when Geralt was talking with Cedric. The elf told him about 2 men who had headed for a ruined mansion, a place where the mentally ill had once been kept, and had never come back. The Witcher was intrigued, and decided to see what happened to them.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobindon, that's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Cairn? Finally, Laredo's splurged. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's play for you.
After all that...
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old. Even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharan?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enshe's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst. Good luck.
I'll be damned.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
Lure for rats and drowners. Karen Carapace. Karen Trap. Effective against Karens. Rage. Trap causes foes to attack each other. The Arcanian Sun blinds all and freezes all within range. Use a grape shot. Wounds all within with shrapnel. Within range with shrapnel. You know what? I don't know. I just want to try on my own. Probably not only grape shot could destroy this nest. I should try that. There's no indication on where these Necker's nests are. Under the height reinforcements.
Be vigilant.
Any chance you'll stay in Movenden for good, would you?
Good luck.
That's the spirit.
Any chance you'll stay in Movenden for good, would you?
Don't go to the forest, Witcher. It's certain
A
death.
day like any other. A day like any other.
Going somewhere, friend?
Life outside the city walls. Let's explore what's inside the houses.
Any work for a Witcher?
Enough work for 3, but what of it? We're poor folk.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Ye best go to Flotsam Town Square, near the inn. There are notices on the board there. Just leave the trawl be, please, no matter what the townsfolk say.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Loredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clearly got means in the budget.
What sorceress? You mean Triss Marigold?
Lady Sheila de Tanserville, a significant person, but poor as a temple mouse, just like ye. Seems spellcraft and wealth don't go hand in hand. They say she's agreed to kill the old man, so hurry if you want to jump in before her.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Loredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clearly got means in the budget.
You mean the Karen?
Call him whatever ye like. I mean the river beast. He troubled our great-grandfathers already, but he's become unbearable recently, tearing through nets, choking fish with venom. Even Loredo says that since the local economy be harmed, there'd be no choice but to hire a sorceress.
Proof folk that still has orange.
How's your health, Grandma?
Well enough, sonny. What you looking for here in Lobenden?
Kingslayers.
Well, well. Seems I outlasted even Foltest. Now just to outlast Loredo. And I'll be on my way.
That's the spirit.
Girls become witches too? Can girls become witches
Today I'll tell
too?
you how Lobenden came to be. A long time ago, our forefathers came to this shore.
I've been
Came
cranky
round
since
from land.
morning. Hey, ho!
Can girls be... Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Run!
Where? Shop. Rake. Forest and police. Rake. Additional weapon. Hello. Everything alright? No grudges? Okay.
Girls
I've been
become
cranky
witches
since
too?
morning.
Shoot!
become witches too? Can girls become witches? Girls become witches.
This house is clean.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Laredo.
Thanks. So long.
Keep well.
More timber. Hey.
Have you heard? Another king was murdered.
Shame it was only one.
Stop talking nonsense, son.
The tyranny of despots must be ended.
Stop saying that, my son. Who would reign over the world?
The common folk, Mother. Common folk like me. Common folk like ye.
Gods forbid! Oh, my damn sacrum. Aching and thumping.
I've seen better.
What do you want?
I heard you're the local arm wrestling champ.
You bet I am.
I'd like to change that.
Many tried and walked away with shit in their britches. You want to go?
You bet I do.
All right, come with me. Let's do it now. I'll be tied up later.
All right.
Oh, my son.
Defeat
You should get
Bartholomew
up early
Bargy
today.
as arm
Eat
wrestling.
something. Get some sleep.
Stop annoying me, Mother.
Nothing but work in a tavern. You should settle down.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Ooh, nice sum of money.
Strong as an ox. Here are your orange. Once we had a company of Adam Pangrat's mercenaries here. I'm the strongest here, so I took on a due. But that lad's got superhuman strength. He beat me like a child. If you ever see him, tell him Bard Bargy drinks to his health.
All right.
Bring it on, Flotsam.
Oh, my son.
I better try to summon Bargy and lost it all. The Witcher smashed the boat builder's hand down onto the table with a loud thud. Then they had a quick chat, and the Witcher learned that Bard had once been bested by Adam Pangrat himself. Our hero left the table as the champion of Flotsam, the glow of victory surrounding him.
Stop annoying me, Mother.
Nothing but work in a tavern. You should settle down.
You'll betray no one else, Elvin bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Commander!
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, kick-kitting us. Roderick said he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Malena. Geralt was wandering around Lobenden when he noticed several guards harassing another woman, Malena. The guards seemed to be hurling grave accusations at her, and were sensitive to displays of intolerance. The Witcher decided to investigate. They all stood accused of spying for the Squire Tale and leading guards into an ambush. It was a grave accusation, and if she turned out to be guilty, she would be executed. Geralt decided to look into the case. He headed for the cave where the missing guards had gone. He wanted to find out more about their fate. Oh, that cave. That we already cleared.
My medallion vibrates when you're nearby, and it only vibrates near magic or danger.
Maybe it's warning you not to make a pass at me, lest I slap you.
You're right. I should watch what I do.
Listen carefully. People may say I'm a witch, but I don't deal in spells. You don't look like someone who'd come for a charm or a curse. So you either seek out sensations or hunt witches. Whichever the case.
I'm not about to denounce you, nor do I want to see you dancing naked in the moonlight before Leopatis' shrine.
How dare you?
I want to buy some herbs.
Herbs?
For personal use. Take care.
See you.
That's a small song. Yeah, the tactics always win. Well, not today, I think, but still.
Welcome, White One.
Hey, we were inside the house. Oh wow. She'll probably pass. Yeah. You're not going anywhere until you trade with me. Oof. Increases accuracy of special attack that cause critical. What? Critical effects, no side effects. Okay. Vigor regeneration. During combat, and vigor regeneration plus 20. Nice one. Hey, she got quest items. Green mold? Why is it a quest item? Stone medallion. Veopatis, a forgotten god. Veopatis, a forgotten god of the Pontre Valley, is still worshipped in certain forest settlements. The times of his greatness and popularity are long past. A few priestesses and witches make offering to him, yet no common folk wish to take part in their rites. In the era of human colonization, Veopatis was a guardian god, often associated with rivers from which humans drew benefit. He guarded people from the dangers of the forest. Poles bearing his likeness marked the border between areas that had been tamed and those that remained wild and dangerous. Veopatis gave people fish, made sailing easier, and his name was used to ward off beasts. Yet he remained petulant and fierce. In these times, if those wandering through the woods come across stone idols and gaping jaws, they believe them to be likenesses of fierce monsters rather than statues commemorating one's loved deity. Well, now we know. For reasons that were not entirely clear, this wise and experienced elf had chosen to live among humans. He worked for the people of Flotsam as a lookout and trapper, and none had a better knowledge of the surrounding forests. Whether it was the local plants and wildlife or the dangers that lurked amidst the trees, Cedric was the local inhabitants' chief and often only source of information. Chorab was Lobinen's elderman, a simple man, he nevertheless blended his penchant for storytelling with a desire to teach and impart wisdom. His tales pertained to times long past, traditions worthy of preservation, and legends that had all but been forgotten. He cared for the community he led and represented, and any honest villager could count on his help. Life was not easy for the non-humans of Flotsam, and Malena was no exception. The elven woman was suspected of leading soldiers into square ambushes, a charge that could easily send her to the scaffold. Aneska, the local herbalist in Lobenden, took care not to stand out in my way, though some people respect women who know much about herbs and folk medicine, others fear them. Skilled herbalists are often thought to be witches and suspected of sorcery, so they must remain mindful that human mistrust can quickly turn into hostility. This small settlement, nestled against the walls of the trading post, was supposedly founded long ago by Aedonian settlers. Even if true, this is of little consequence. Though the village was a complete backwater compared to the provincial outpost, Lobenden and Flotsam depended on each other because most of the area's fishermen, boat builders, tar makers, and hunters inhabited the settlement, providing products and services which no frontier community could live without. Elves and dwarves made up a large share of Lobenden's population. Tensions between them and the local humans were lower than in the trading post proper, as they were all united in their daily labors. You're not very talkative, are you?
Good luck.
Well, let's go and see this cave again.
Why 2 swords? Does he lose them often? Why 2 swords? Does he lose them often?
Greetings!
Ah, welcome.
Yeah, I'm scaring off all the fish. Ah, shit.
Graham.
With Graham and squeaking of pig is nice. Graham. Hey. Yeah, me too. I too want to go to bed, but first I want to check out this cave and that's it. I hope that it will only take a few minutes, I guess 2 or 3 minutes. Not longer. So let's check out the cave and let's go to bed. Does that go right by you?
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking?
I don't suppose that it will take more time.
We'll wait out here.
Make it quick.
Ah, here they are. Hey, they respawned. Hey, come on. Damn it, come on. Well, at least some places here are farmable. I mean that we can return here if we need any ore.
Even more blood. Scoia'tael arrows. This is pretty clear.
Elf-made arrows were lodged in the soldiers' bodies. Therefore, the accusations against Malenia were true. The soldiers had been killed by the squirrels, and their bodies fed to the monsters. Geralt went outside, but the elven woman awaited under guard. Where the elven woman waited under guard? Wait, can we exit through this exit? Shit. This is not Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, so we can make Geralt run faster by making flips.
Find anything in there?
2 soldiers.
What happened to them?
They're dead, riddled with arrows.
I know nothing about that.
What do you think, Witcher?
Seems like 2 soldiers wandered into the cave, maybe to drive away monsters, but just because somebody convinced them to go. I don't know how many monsters they managed to kill, but I do know who got them. Scoia'tael.
Bollocks.
Last I recall, Neckers don't know how to use bows.
Hey, lads! Let's find a tree!
No! I'll tell you everything! Just don't kill me, please!
Speak.
You need to see this. You won't understand otherwise.
See ploughing what? The bitch is lying!
We'll see. You lead.
Shit. Let's save it and go to bed. Well, thank you everyone for watching my stream. I hope that you liked it, and if you liked it, please follow it, and see you next time. I hope we'll meet again soon. So you have a good night, and if you don't want to have a good night, you can just watch some other stream while I'm asleep. So good night to you and good luck. See you.